Hello, it's your boy Davidoff. Welcome back to Movie Monday. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League came out on 4K Blu-ray on the 24th of May, 2021, and I, of course, pre-ordered it because why wouldn't I? I love the movie, and I didn't get to see it in 4K. In the UK, there was two ways to watch it: Sky Cinema, which I don't have, and you have to buy a subscription, 18 months. I didn't want to do that. Or Now TV, which was a streaming service, but it was 720p, and if you want a 1080p, you pay £3 more. I was just like, no, I'll watch it in 720, and it was good. I loved the movie, but I didn't get the full 4K picture quality. And now, I can get it physically, not just streaming either, so even better quality, the best possible quality. I've got the 4K Steelbook for Zack Snyder's Justice League. Packaged very similar to Lord of the Rings trilogy. They released, Warner Brothers released like earlier this year, a tacked on cover. But yeah, it's a steelbook, so you don't need to keep that on. It's very smooth, I can tell you that. It's very damn smooth. There is a mother box as well, and if I open it, we have disc 1 and disc 2. I'm assuming they're part 1 and part 2 of the movie. Like in Lord of the Rings, they couldn't fit all of it in one disc for the extended editions for each movie, so they had to do disc 1 and 2 for each movie. So I'm assuming this is it. I'm assuming this is like the first 2 hours. That's the next 2 hours. That's what I'm assuming. I haven't checked yet, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna experience the glorious movie in glorious 4K and let you know how good it looks as I watch it. Here we go. Now this is a good looking steelbook, of course, and we got disc 1 and disc 2 here. I'm assuming it's two discs, the part 1 and part 2 of the movie, because that's what it did. The same thing for Lord of the Rings, because they couldn't fit all of it onto one disc, so they did two. That's what I'm assuming this is, unless this is the movie, that's bonus, but I'm pretty sure it's part 1, part 2, which is fair enough. But as I don't know if I said it already, but I've only seen it in 720p on Now TV streaming service. I have not seen it in 4K, and I'm going to see it in the best 4K quality. So now, not only can I watch it in 4K quality for the first time, but also on physical media, which is the best quality possible, and also through a 4K Blu-ray player on an OLED LG 4K TV. So this is going to be great. Right after this update, that rhymes. Disc 1 is in, and it is time. Sorry about the mess, by the way. I need to sort this out. It's mainly controller wires, just so you know, and also headphones. For any football fans, there's the World Cup ball from 2006 and from 2010. Not the exact replica, but, you know, a version for fans. It costs like £20, but yeah. Ah yes, here we go. So it's as I expected. The first part is 2 hours and 21 minutes, and I'm assuming the second disc is the rest of it, so makes sense, especially in 4K. So I've just finished watching disc 1. Disc 2 I'm literally just started watching. An hour and 40 minutes is the second disc. The first disc was 2 hours 20. So far, the 4K is incredible. It's really good. My only real issue is the 4:3 ratio for the whole movie. I prefer the regular movie aspect ratio rather than 4:3. I respect that it's Zack Snyder's vision, but that's my main gripe with this movie. I don't like the 4:3. Having said that, I remember watching the BVS remastered version, which came out last month, and in that one they had some 4:3 scenes and mostly normal aspect ratio, but the 4:3 scenes looked the best in quality. I'm not sure why that was, whether there was a specific way it was filmed, I don't know, but the 4:3 scenes looked better. This whole movie was in 4:3, so I thought, hey, the 4:3 scenes in the BVS remastered version looked incredible, especially the nightmare scene. So we could be in for a treat here, and I was not wrong. It looks incredible. The 4K looks fantastic. It looks so clean. What I've noticed with Zack Snyder's movies, especially, you see it more in 4K versions as well, like 300. His movies are quite grainy because they're shot on film. It still looks great, but they're quite grainy. In this one, not so much. You know, there's a lot of grainy scenes in like Man of Steel, BVS. In this one, you see a bit of grain in some scenes, but for the most part it's clear and smooth and crisp. It looks fantastic, and some of the close-ups of certain characters, the detail is incredible. Especially like, I did not expect this, but so far, Superman's not turned up yet, but so far, the most impressed I've been is close-ups of Steppenwolf. There's quite a few close-ups of Steppenwolf in this movie, and when it properly zooms in, the detail is incredible. I'm not even a big fan of how Steppenwolf looks. Like, I've never been a big fan of him as a villain or a character. The only reason I like him is because he works for Darkseid, but, you know, never been a big fan of Steppenwolf, and I never thought he looked amazing. I felt he looked better in this than the 2017 trash one, but I was so impressed by the 4K close-ups. There was a couple scenes where you properly see Steppenwolf's face close up. It's filling the whole screen. Well, not the whole screen, it's 4:3 ratio, but filling the whole movie area. The detail's incredible. Like, it also shows like how good the CGI is. Like, it's close up in 4K and it still looks incredible. It looks real. It doesn't look like it's CGI, even though you know it's CGI. I love it. Like, I really love it. Like, the close-ups of Steppenwolf are incredible. Haven't really, I mean, Darkseid, we've seen the hologram of him. Haven't actually seen him in full form yet. But if Steppenwolf looks that good, I'm looking forward to seeing how Darkseid looks in this in 4K. I cannot wait for those scenes to turn up. But yeah, literally every scene looks good. Some scenes, you know, they look okay, but most of the scenes look so good. Sharp, crisp, smooth, clear. Any word you can think of to describe good 4K image. This was fantastic. There are certain 4K Blu-rays I've watched on this television where I thought, wow, this is why I bought this television. This is why I bought this 4K Blu-ray player. This is why I bought this movie on 4K Blu-ray. I've had that feeling with Aquaman, with Thor Ragnarok, with Infinity War. This is another one. Even the BVS remastered version as well, that was great. As a DC fan, this is just incredible. And I really hope that Warner Brothers sees sense and lets Zack complete the trilogy, because what he's done with this movie is just bloody amazing. I will still maintain that Steppenwolf's death at the end is one of the coolest villain's deaths ever. One of the coolest, one of the best villain deaths ever in a superhero movie. Like, the way they killed him, unbelievable. Like, the way they shot it as well, and it was a team effort. I love the way that was done. I don't think in my previous review I didn't mention which character death it was. I just said it had one of the best villain deaths ever. Movie's been out a while. Steppenwolf's death, cool, one of the coolest deaths ever, for sure. It's just awesome how they did it. Also, Darkseid looks awesome, and there's also some details I sort of like missed. I've watched it like 4 times already, but there's also some scenes where I'm just like, oh, there's a couple things I missed here, a couple details. You know, it's only like little things here and there, but it's always nice. Like, when you rewatch movies, the more you rewatch them, the more you notice more small little details. And yeah, that's great. Nothing to do with the 4K, obviously. It's just, you know, from watching the movie. There's a close-up of Darkseid right now. You know, we will stop nothing to possess it. That scene, we use the old ways. He looks incredible, man. This is why we need the sequels. Restore the Snyderverse, please. And there's still the nightmare scene. I can't wait to see that in a second. But yeah, this is just awesome, man. Already, I'm not even done yet, but this 4K Blu-ray is a 9.5 out of 10. The quality is great. It sounds good in my ears. Pretty damn good. I love how we've had the climax of the final battle and the tease for the next movie, if it even happens. And there's still half an hour left. It's just crazy how much they put in this. I do like this 4-hour cut, but there are some scenes I felt they could have cut out to make it a bit shorter. But even then, it would have been like 3.5 hours anyway. It still would have been great. No movie's perfect, and this one isn't perfect. But for me, it's the best Justice League movie there's been. That includes animation. I just think this one is incredible. Zack Snyder's one of his best movies, maybe his best. Honestly, this was really that good, and he told a story really well here, something it's criticized for sometimes, but the way he told his story here was just brilliant. And he's always known visuals, so not surprised that the visuals here look incredible as well. But yeah, nightmare scene to come, but yeah, this is just awesome. Absolutely awesome. The only inconvenience is 2 discs. Obviously, you got to switch them out, but it makes sense. You're not going to fit 4 hours of 4K on 1 disc. It's not going to happen. So makes all sense. Epilogue is about to start right now. Yeah, the nightmare scene is incredible. It's incredible. This whole movie looks damn beautiful. I love the 4K, I really do. Anyway, yeah, that is going to be it for this Movie Monday. I really enjoyed this, and I think the next couple weeks we'll be watching things I haven't seen before. So stay tuned to see what those movies are. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and see ya. We'll go right here in the Snyder / DC collection. These are all the Snyder movies I own. The DC ones, Watchmen, which is obviously DC as well, but not DCEU, and 300. And this one, I think, slots right in there. This, for me, is my DCEU. Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, Zack Snyder's Justice League, Aquaman. And hopefully, he gets to complete his trilogy, and then I can fit him in here. That would be great. Anyway, I'm also waiting for Godzilla vs. Kong 4K, so I'll do a video on that as well very soon. It's coming out on the 24th of June, I think, so it's coming. We'll get there. But yeah, I'm looking forward to rewatching these for Movie Monday, and watching these war movies here, for sure. Logan, John Wick trilogy, recently bought these in 4K, Spider-Verse as well. Haven't seen Gladiator, so that's one of the movies I haven't seen, which I'll be seeing for the first time, and Blade trilogy. I literally said earlier I wouldn't tell you, but now I've told you, so yeah, that's great. There's also Fantastic Beasts as well, but I haven't got that on Blu-ray, but I want to watch that for the first time too.